Hey, Teddy here. I just came back here from taking a walk around the beautiful neighborhood today. Welcome to April 2016, I will say. And today, I do have some news I'd like to share with you and some things to address. Now, before I go into detail on what I have to say, let me say this, people, that yeah, even though today is April 1st, even though today is April Fool's, this update vlog that I will be doing today will not be an April Fool's joke. Whatever you guys are going to hear me say in this video is all going to be for real. So please don't say that I'm lying or anything like that, okay? So anyways, on with the update vlog. Now I've got a for all those who have been for all those who do truly miss casual reviews with bearRimshot so much, and as well as for all those who feel disappointed about the fact that I have not been uploading any more casual reviews with bearRimshot episodes since last April, I do have a piece of great news I'm pretty sure all of you will be happy to hear. Now in case you guys haven't noticed by now, for those who don't follow me on social media sites, I just finished up writing the script for the next episode of Casual Reviews with bearRimshot. Yeah, sorry for taking too long with the next episode of Casual Reviews with bearRimshot. It's just that, well, there's a lot of effort I have to put in order to make it bigger and better. I mean, the sad part is that if you guys are gonna make something look good, not only do you have to put a lot of effort into it, but also you have to have persistence. And yeah. So anyways, now that my piece of great news has been gotten out of the way, I've got two more things I like to talk to you guys about in this update vlog. The first one being, of course, in case if you guys haven't seen my update vlog from last month, well, if you're somebody who has seen my update vlog from last month, you guys will see that I did announce a new series coming soon over here on this YouTube page called Battle of the Groups, right? So anyways, in case if you guys are all wondering what is Battle of the Groups is supposed to be about, well, Battle of the Groups is basically a web series. Think of have you guys ever seen Battle of the Grace? Well, have you guys ever seen Battle of the... For those who don't know what Battle of the Groups will be about, it's kind of similar to Ardsley High School's Battle of the Grades, as well as it will also borrow at least some elements from Virtual Relay and Melee Mayhem. Only this time, the only difference that it will be compared to those three shows I just named is, with the case of Battle of the Groups, it will not be a tournament series. So it's not going to be like Melee Mayhem nor Virtual Relay where it's all going to be a tournament series. Oh, no. For Battle of the Groups, it'll be something different, basically. And not only will it be way different compared to what Melee Mayhem and Virtual Relay both have to offer in terms of the style of structure of how the battles will go, but also it will be epic battles themed, basically. Which in this case I'm mostly gonna do it through Super Smash Bros. 4. However, based on what I need to do for Battle of the Groups is that I have to unlock all the characters in Super Smash Bros. 4. Not only that, but also I have to make sure I get to download all the characters that are available on DLC. Not only that, but also I have to download all the stages available as DLC. And I also have to make sure I create Miis based on all the characters that for some reason have been in epic battles. Not only that, but also there's proper research I need to do. And in case if you're all wondering why would I need to do proper research, well, it's a long story. I'd rather not talk about it with you guys, but I can say this, that if you guys gonna get to know about, if you guys gonna get to know more about epic battles in general, keep in mind that this is a collaboration-based project we're talking about. So it's not like casual reviews with bearRimshot where I do majority of it solo. So yeah, now that I've finally finished talking about Battle of the Grades, now comes my third and final thing I have to talk to you guys about. Now, in case for those who don't go on YouTube much, outside of watching me, you guys will see that when you take a look at a lot of YouTubers, or should I say internet reviewers in this case, you guys will see that I've seen a lot of critics posting videos that involve the 4 letters WTFU. Now, for those who don't know what WTFU means, basically I'm talking about, of course, 4 simple words: where's the fair use? Yep, that's right, people. We're talking where's the fair use. Now, I noticed a lot of internet reviewers, more namingly Animat, Huey Toonmore, The Nostalgia Critic, That Fell in the Coat, Morgan Ledger, Jaime-Tude, South Jersey Sam, The Hardcore Kid, Rowdy C, and many other great internet reviewers, including Mr. Enter, the same guy who created Animated Atrocities and all that stuff, as well as, of course, my former editor, Zuchi Guardian. Now, in case if you guys are wondering whether or not I did have to deal with copyright issues, thankfully for me, no. In case if you're all wondering why I didn't get to talk about regarding to where's the fair use for last month's update vlog, 2 reasons. One, I haven't had any major copyright issues. Thankfully, over here on my YouTube page, I haven't gotten any copyright strikes or anything like that, thankfully. And 2, I didn't have time to talk about it last month. So luckily for this month, I do have some time to talk about where is the fair use with you guys. So now, time for me to share my story regarding to where's the fair use. Now, if there's one copyright-based problem that I did receive in the past, yes, there is actually. Here's a WTFU story I must share with you guys. Back when I was going to school at Westbrook, several staff members, mostly the clinical ones in this case, have used to... Anyways, when I was going to school at Westbrook, I used to get constantly harassed to change the names of certain characters appearing in epic battles. Not only that, but also I used to have... back when at my past 2 residential schools, Anderson and Westbrook, I used to get a lot of treason from a lot of people at those 2 schools I just named. When I was going to school at Andress, a lot of students and a very few staff members did for some reason come up to me and try to treason over the Epic Battles franchise. One girl in particular from Andrews, did try to terrorize my company. And thankfully, she foiled her plans to do so. So, anyways, but then when I did go to school at Westbrook, this is the moment where I had people trying to once again treason over the Epic Battles franchise, and in case if you're all wondering what were those people trying to sue me for, let's just say well, I was using third-party content. Well, I will say this. That one thing that they don't know, I'm pretty sure all of you should know by now, is that one thing about me, well, if you're gonna get to know about my creative life, you guys will see that keep in mind that if we're gonna talk about Epic Battles, not only is this a collaboration-based project we're talking about, but also if you're gonna sue me for, like, let's just say for including a particular character or your likeness or your name for some reason, just to warn you guys, just to warn you people, and yes, I'm also looking at you, Miss Sellen, in case if you're watching this, just to warn you all people, anybody who would dare try to sue me regarding to Epic Battles, I will win the lawsuit, just to let you guys know. And why would I win, what you guys may ask? Well, let's just say this is a non-profit project you guys are obviously messing with. Well, a non-profit crossover, for say. Now, for those who don't know what's the difference between a crossover that's profit and a crossover that's non-profit, well, let me explain what I mean by that. If a crossover appears to be if I made a crossover movie or crossover game that appears to be like, let's just say, profit, for example, this is the moment where, if I want to use, like, let's just say a third-party character, or at least something, or somebody or someone who can be considered third-party in a way, this is the moment where I would have to ask permission from the rightful owners to use that particular character. However, if I made my crossover movie or crossover game appearing to be non-profit, let's just say, thankfully, unlike a profit crossover where you would have to get permission from the rightful owners, if you're going to do a crossover that's non-profit, luckily, you don't need to ask permission from their rightful owners to use that particular character, whatever you like to use for your crossover. Just as long as, not to illegally claim rights to this third-party character that you've been wanting to use, and everything should be just fine. And also, just as long as you're not doing anything illegal, just as long as you guys know not to illegally claim rights to the character that you don't own or thing you don't own that you're going to use, as long as you guys know not to make money out of the third-party element that you're using, then you guys should be just fine. With the case of Epic Battles, since this is a non-profit crossover that you guys are obviously messing with, keep in mind that for all those who are concerned about their privacy watching this, I can tell you all this for a fact. That for all the real-life personalities that have appeared in Epic Battles, both past and present as well as future, I can assure you all for a fact that not only will your names not be taken away whatsoever, but also I can assure you all for a fact that all all of your privacies that your privacy will never be taken away at all. Whenever you guys do need privacy for any reason, not only that, but also whenever you guys need, whenever and also wherever you guys keep your IDs at, I can assure you all for a fact that not only will your privacy stay safe and sound whenever you guys need it, of course, but also wherever you keep your identities at will be kept safe and sound. Both Dante and I will promise you all for a fact. And I'm being for real this time. I'm not joking, I'm not lying, I'm not leg pulling. I'm really being for real this time when I say that. So anyways, yeah. And, so yeah. And also, when I do get to include a particular character into epic battles, keep in mind most of the characters that can appear in epic battles, are basically characters. For something to appear in epic battles, not only does it need to already exist, but also it must be family friendly. Well, whenever I do get to incorporate a real life personality into epic battles, it's only real life personalities who, like, let's just say, you're somebody whom I personally know outside of the internet, per se. Well, like, let's just say you're somebody whom I personally knew, like, let's just say through my family, or somebody who I personally knew from Ardsley, somebody who I personally knew from Andrews, Westbrook Cuts, or wherever I personally know you guys name it, and they can be in a, and this is the moment where I can give the green light of their appearance in epic battles. However, the only real life personalities outside of my personal life that I would consider including are basically, well, if I was going to incorporate people, like, let's just say, that I personally know through the internet, the only real life personalities from whom I personally did get to know through the internet, whom I can include in epic battles, are mostly internet reviewers / YouTubers. We're talking Animat, we're talking the Nostalgia Critic, we're talking the Angry Video Game Nerd, and all those guys, basically. So yeah, if I have one rule that I did make about incorporating people that I personally did get to know only through the internet into epic battles would be, if you have, like, let's just say a YouTube page, per se, and this is the moment where you can be in epic battles regardless if you want to or not. And, otherwise, if you're somebody who I only know, like, let's just say through Facebook, through social media sites such as Facebook or Twitter or anywhere, or any sites like that, this is the moment where you cannot be in epic battles. So for any fans watching this, whom I would only know through social media sites such as Facebook or Twitter, or even Tumblr or LinkedIn, sorry guys. So yeah. However, whenever I feel like incorporating a fictional character into epic battles, not only does he or she need to already be created in the public, but also he or she must be so likable he or she can be considered a family-oriented character. Like, for example, if I want to incorporate a character from a movie, the movie must be either rated G, PG, or PG-13. Even though most of the movie characters that you're more likely going to see are mostly either cartoons or Star Wars. Meaning thus, not only would you likely see characters, when I say animated, you're likely going to see cartoon characters. So yeah, for me to include a character from a movie into epic battles, the movie needs to be either rated G, PG, or PG-13. So thus, however, most of the movies that you'll probably see, movie characters you'll probably see are mostly at cartoons and Star Wars. However, if I want to include a movie character and put a movie character into epic battles, the movie itself cannot be R-rated or above. As I come to realize that there are people in this world who cannot sit through an R-rated movie, which is understandable. And because you have people in this world who can be too young to watch an R-rated movie or above, meaning thus, not only am I not allowed to make any references to South Park, at least the characters part that is, but also I'm not allowed to make any references to The Matrix, and I'm most certainly not allowed to make any references, incorporate any elements from Fritz the Cat, due to it being X-rated, sadly. So yeah, if I want to include a character from a TV show, the TV show itself would likely have to be either rated TV Y7, rated TV G, rated TV PG, or rated TV 14. As for what would I do with characters from TV shows that are rated TV Y, well, it depends on the TV show per se. If I want to use a character from a TV show that, let's just say, did for some reason air either on Toon Disney, Disney Channel, Disney XD, Nickelodeon, Nicktoons Network, Cartoon Network, Boomerang, HBO Family, Fox Kids, ABC Kids, or Jetix, that's when I can incorporate that particular TV show character into epic battles. However, if a TV show appears to be originated on, like, let's just say either Playhouse Disney, Disney Junior, as well as Nick Jr. or Noggin, or even PBS Kids, regardless of what my feelings may be to the shows for myself, I unfortunately would not be able to incorporate any elements or any characters from TV shows originated on those channels. Meaning thus, I would not be allowed to include any characters from TV shows like Barney, the Care Bears, the Teletubbies, Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Go Diego Go, Little Bear, Doc McStuffins, nor even nor would I be allowed to include nor would I be allowed to include any characters from JoJo's Circus. Most of the Disney TV characters you guys would probably see are mostly TV shows that did for some reason air on Toon Disney. However, I would also incorporate, in case if you guys are wondering whether or not I would ever consider incorporating characters from any Disney Channel, Disney XD TV shows. For Disney Channel, it would probably have to be fully animated. I would consider including characters from TV shows such as The Proud Family, Kim Possible, excuse me. So anyways, as well as Fillmore, Lilo and Stitch the series, The Emperor's New School, The Replacements, and Phineas and Ferb. Those TV shows I'll probably do. However, if it's a live action sitcom like Lizzie McGuire, That's a Raven, Shake It Up, or Phil the Future, any of that stuff, I would probably not be able to include any characters from those TV shows, as considering the fact, well, there are a lot of people in this world who do hate the live action Disney Channel sitcoms. As for Disney XD, here are the following Disney XD TV shows I would consider borrowing elements from: Star Wars Rebels, Phineas and Ferb, Gravity Falls, and anything Marvel. And to any Star vs. the Force of Evil fans out there, please don't ask me to include any characters Star versus the Forces of Evil, as this is the kind of TV show that should have aired on Disney XD instead. It should have aired on Disney Junior instead of Disney XD as it did. So, anyways, as for whether or not I would ever incorporate characters from a TV show that's rated TVMA, well, probably not. Well, most of the if I was going to incorporate any adult cartoon characters, it would probably be mostly from TV shows that aired on Fox. You know, we're talking The Simpsons, we're talking Family Guy, we're talking about Bob's Burgers, American Dad, or even The Cleveland Show. We're talking about those shows. And unfortunately, I'd be unable to include any South. However, I'm not allowed to include any characters from South Park into Epic Battles, as you do have people in this world who do find South Park, who can be sensitive to South Park, from what I can understand. So anyways, even though most of the movie and TV characters are probably going to be cartoons and Star Wars, though there will be occasionally at least some live-action movies or TV shows I would consider adding in, including Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, as well as Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Pirates of the Caribbean, Tron, Doctor Who, and Power Rangers. And the rule about adding in cartoon characters into big battles is that not only do they need to be family friendly, but also it must be a cartoon that's released in the Western area. We're talking not only can it be a cartoon that's already released, that first came out over here in North America, over here in the United States, but also it can be a cartoon originated from Canada, or it can even be a cartoon originated in the United Kingdom as well. But as for whether or not I would include foreign films such as an anime, like let's just say, let's just say, if I was going to incorporate characters from a Japanese anime into epic battles, well, I will make one rule. Though for me to add in a character from a Japanese anime into epic battles, not only does it need to be well liked not only does it need to be liked by a lot of people, but also plus it must be an anime where I can watch an English dub. Well, it must be a Japanese anime, whereas I can watch where it does have an English dub that I can watch. Which means, thus, I'd be able to include characters from films like Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, The Secret World of Arrietty, The Wind Rises, or basically any of that kind of stuff. Whereas those like Grave of the Fireflies, yeah, I would probably not include characters from Grave of the Fireflies, as the problem that I have with Grave of the Fireflies, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad movie or anything like that, it's just that, well, it's the fact, it has no English dub that's attainable that I can watch, is the problem I have with Grave of the Fireflies. Again, not to say it's a bad movie or anything like that, but yeah. So anyways, in order for me to be able to include a character from a video game, the game needs to be rated E, E10+, or T. But as for whether or not I would incorporate characters from a game that's rated EC for early childhood, well, it depends on the game, to be honest with you guys. Games like Rita Rabbit or Jumpstart or Dr. Seuss or Sesame Street I would probably do. Whereas games that are made more for babies, we're talking Barney, we're talking Teletubbies and that kind of stuff. Yeah, don't expect me to include Barney anytime soon, and don't expect me to include Teletubbies anytime soon. Nor the Care Bears either. So anyways, as for whether or not I incorporate characters from an M-rated game into epic battles, well, if it did, like, let's just say, either got a game that got a T rating or has appeared in crossover media before, yeah. Well, games like Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Halo, and Spawn I'd probably be able to do. Sure, you may have adults who enjoy playing those games, however, you have kids who enjoy them too as well. Whereas games like Grand Theft Auto, Fallout, or BioShock, I'd probably not be able to do, unless if there's a song that's either clean or instrumental in this case. However, that's the best that I can say, not just about M-rated games, but also the same with R-rated movies as well. Though when speaking about movies like The Matrix, The Godfather, Schindler's List, or any of that stuff, the best that I can incorporate from those things is most likely, well, the music, the soundtrack, as it's all either instrumental or clean. However, I may borrow at least some elements of those films once in a while. However, if I borrow anything else outside the soundtrack, it'll probably be Disney-fied. So anyways, and also, another WTFU story I have to share with you guys is this. Now, in case if you haven't noticed, my former editor of the series Casual Reviews with bearRimshot, for some reason illegally uploaded a Casual Reviews episode without my involvement whatsoever on Daily Motion. How do I feel about it, you guys may ask? Well, let's just say this. While I do find it insulting that Azuchi Guardian would do a Casual Reviews video without my involvement whatsoever, I will, however, be nice enough to say this. I will be nice enough to give it this. Thankfully, unlike the last time he did a Casual Reviews video without my involvement, where he did trash talk about certain people, I will give Azuchi this. At least he did not say anything hateful about me, nor Nick, nor Kyle. So I'll definitely give it that. Though still, I find it kind of insulting that my former editor would do a Casual Reviews video without my involvement. And yes, Azuchi Guardian, I'm now aware of the fact that the Casual Reviews name is fallen under the public domain. And yes, I'm already aware of the fact that there's also another Casual Reviews series that exists, created by the Detective Steve. So the Casual Reviews that the Detective Steve does, I'm not going to go after. As with the Detective Steve is understandable, with the case of Azuchi Guardian doing Casual Reviews, I feel really, really uncomfortable that he would do it without my involvement. Well, let's just face it, people, he already got fired from doing Casual Reviews because he broke a lot of rules when he was originally editor. So anyways, and speaking of which, I noticed that when it comes to the Epic Battles franchise that I've co-created, I come to notice that over the years, I noticed some people in particular, which I'm not going to point any fingers. I noticed that when it comes to the Epic Battles franchise, one thing I did come to notice is that I noticed a lot of people, when it comes to Epic Battles, they can get easily jealous. And whenever I see someone dare do something with Epic Battles, like let's just say like a video game, for example, I find it understandable why a lot of you people would do things with Epic Battles creatively, considering the fact, well, it features a lot of your favorite characters. However, with the case of Casual Reviews with bearRimshot, I can't stand people doing things with Casual Reviews with bearRimshot. Keep in mind, people, that this is not to say that I have issues against you people using clips in my videos at all. In fact, I honestly don't mind if you guys would use clips of a video that I made. If I let's just say, if you guys are gonna do let's say either YouTube poop of one of my videos, or let's just say if you guys want to quote me, let's just say there's a movie or a TV show or a game that you guys fully agree with me on for some reason, all that I find to be understandable. It's just let's just say you're gonna do a new episode of it without my involvement, or a commentary without my involvement whatsoever. And in case if you're wondering how do I feel if people let's just say was going to do a video of them watching my videos, I have no issues with that either. So yeah, this is all I have to say to you people. I hope you all... Oh, by the way, before I go, there's one last thing I have to bring up. I mean, two more things. The first one will be, of course, in case you guys haven't noticed, the Autism Walk is on its way. So in case you guys are wondering when it is, it'll be on the first Sunday of June. And for all those who do want to sign up for Team Ardsley and Friends, I will post a link in the description below, once I created the walk page. And for those who do want to donate money, I would really appreciate it. In case if you're wondering where the money goes, and no people, it will not go to me. It'll go to Autism Speaks themselves. And also one last thing one last update I have to bring up would be, of course, since I already passed the script for the next episode of Casual Reviews with bearRimshot, in case you guys are wondering when it will come out, well, if I can give an honest answer, well, I'm hoping to release it during Passover this year. However, in case for some reason I can't, in case for some reason I'm unable to release the next episode of Casual Reviews with bearRimshot on Passover, considering the fact that that either Nick or I seem to have scheduling conflicts, then probably instead of me being able to release the next episode of Casual Reviews with bearRimshot by Passover, I would probably be able, not only would I be able to release it either in May or June, hopefully in May, but also for Passover, in case for some reason I'm unable to release it by Passover, I'd probably be able to owe a public apology to the entire Mr. Code and Friends community. Why would I do it, you guys may ask? Well, let's just say it's a long story, and I'd rather save it for when I do it on Passover. Well, it's about all I have to say. I hope you all have a great day, and I wish you all a happy Friday. And for those who do celebrate Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom.